Okay, morning folks. Welcome to briefing on Sunday, the 20th of November. Once again, hopefully we'll be back to live briefings tomorrow. So this recording is on YouTube. And well, it looks like we have another flyable day, and it's sort of quite changeable weather, but hopefully we'll be between the front that's going or gone through now and a trough line. You can see we're in a westerly airflow. Spacing on the isobars is reasonably close down here, slacker in the middle of the country, so I think it's certainly going to be over the southern part where we are, reasonably breezy, but a westerly direction. So a nice setup. So we're just keeping an eye on what this is during the day, I think, when it gets here. Different forecast models show it to be quite intense on one or two models, so certainly watch out for a trough line that's coming. And then over the next couple of days, Monday not looking great, but it's sort of a bit slacker, better sort of picture on Tuesday and Wednesday, so fingers crossed we might have some more flyable weather. There's no Farnborough TAF just at the moment. Obviously Gatwick looks quite long. The gist of it is that the rain's clearing in the morning from the Gatwick area, and then breezy 15, gusting 25 occasionally, with the showers and rain later on. So in between that should be quite pleasant, with a sort of light to moderate westerly wind direction. Upper winds appear to be dead west, 280 down to the south of us, 270 to the north, 25 knots, and most of the other forecasts are showing about the same, 20 to 25 knots. So that's not sort of unexpected. So sat pick first thing in the morning, as you can see, this is just the 8 o'clock one. It's only 8:15 now of the recording. That's where the rain is, and there's our clearance that we'll be operating in for most of the day, and there are showers just out to the west, and you can see those just building bits here. I'm hoping this might just sort of skim to the south of Lasham and won't be an issue. But out here is the bit that's probably the trough line for later this afternoon. So yeah, we had a bit of rain overnight on this. It feels going to be a bit soggy, but should be fine for us most of the day. So what do Top Meteo think? Well, there's the rain clearing through at 9 o'clock with the cloud. It might just leave a little bit of residual low cloud around Lasham between 8 and 9 o'clock, but as you move forward a couple of hours, it's quite nice, quite pleasant. And then showers becoming evident out in the Irish Sea and the Bristol Channel, certainly I think by lunchtime. And then that's 2 o'clock. They're probably in the west of England by that point, and maybe by 4 o'clock they're reaching us. So hopefully, yeah, fingers crossed, we get a full day out of it, and quite a pleasant day. Rainfall, let's just have a quick look at the predicted. For today, because that just shows that sort of 8, 9 o'clock the rain's cleared Lasham, and then by 12, 1 o'clock it's out to the west, but fizzling out and not really getting to us until probably when we've packed up, hopefully. So all the other forecast models show similar sort of thing, chance of a reasonable day. Don't think there's going to be any soaring, or there might be sort of some small amount of local soaring possible during the middle part of the day, but again, it should be fairly pleasant with a moderate to fresh westerly wind. Okie doke. Airspace wise, not really a lot going on locally to us. I pointed out number 2 yesterday or the day before, which was this bit of airspace around the aircraft carrier, the Gerald R. Ford, that was positioned in the Solent. Apparently it went 2 days ago, so a bit of redundant airspace there, I suspect, but nothing in the Lasham area. They are winch launching at Middle Wallop with no tab there. Operationally, we'll be on 2.7. Haven't put a map up. I imagine it'll be very similar to yesterday, with probably cables on the south side of the runway today, and then the gliders and the launch point vehicle just slightly on the northern edge of the centre line, with the aero towing off the north side as the preferred option. And it'll be in the normal place. The ground would be a little bit soggy, so just a word of caution on using wheel brakes. They're just like on wet ground, they're like a car on ice. They're as much use as a chocolate teapot. So don't hammer the wheel brake when you're on the grass, folks. Very, very gentle application. And you only need to use the wheel brake in an emergency anyway. So just use it very, very lightly. Try not to skid, try not to carve furrows in the grass. And if you roll onto the cross runways, for example, then you can use the wheel brake. So yeah, normal setup that we have in the winter operation, and we should certainly get some high winch launches today. Okay,